So this just a quick little video on how to set up your Elegoo Mars printer. Namely, you're setting up the build plate, making sure that's level. If you don't have a level build plate, it's going to mess up your prints, right? So the first thing that you do is take the Allen wrench that they provided and loosen up these two screws here. As you can see, I've already done that. That's why it's flopping around. The other thing you need to make sure is that you clean the bottom of the build plate real well. I did this last time I printed it, and I use basically spray with glass cleaner and a paper towel, and get it so that there's no more residue, as much as you can tell. This looks like there's residue on here, but there's not. It's just some kind of stain. So I'm going to put it back on the machine. Make sure it's all the way back, because sometimes it'll fool you before you tighten the top knob here. And then I get it semi-straight so that when we bring it down it doesn't hit anything. Right, so as straight as you can eyeball it. Then I'm going to go down to, you start off here. If you look at your menu, the first thing you do is you go to your tools, and then manual, and then there's this little icon, and that's supposed to be like the build plate going into the vat. That's what that little icon is. So you're going to tell it to go down and touch it. So like I said, just kind of watch it, make sure nothing's going to hit as it goes down. My vat is, I could tell it's about centered where it usually is, because there's some grooves in the base here that you can tell that it's centered. So it should touch it and then beep a couple times. There it goes. Okay, and I'm gonna look inside and just make sure it looks pretty straight. It looks like it could move a little bit this way, but pretty straight. And don't ever try to do this with liquid in it or resin in it. It just doesn't work good. It gets in the way and keeps it from coming down properly, and your best bet is just make sure it's empty. Some people will take the vat off and do it right on the LCD, but make sure you put like a piece of paper or something in between. So now that it's touching, I'm going to go and tighten up those two set screws again. I do each one a little bit just to make sure. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it back up using the up arrow here. I'm going to go up high enough that I can get the mouth of my bottle of resin in between here and the build plate. That's how I know how high to go. You can take it all the way up too, but no sense in doing that. So once it gets there, you'll put your resin in, and you go ahead and plug in your jump drive there to the machine. Mine has a cord from the back because I thought it was a lot easier. Actually, the little cord on the inside went bad, so I decided to replace it with one and make it so I could just do it in front here. So anyway, now it's ready. All you need to do is go in, put your files in here, go back to the main menu, and hit the print button, go find your file, and you're ready to go. Thanks.